in just a few seconds.
I don't see Stu.
It said he was on the list, but he was muted.
I'm here.
Okay.
Welcome,
There he is.
everyone, to the monthly meeting of the Eastchester Board of Fire Commissioners, December 16th. We began the meeting at 7 p.m., went into executive session. It's now 8:24. I'll make a motion to return to public session.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We've already done the Pledge of Allegiance, so we'll do the next thing on the agenda. Did Marissa not come with us? He's on. I had emailed Esong saying that I didn't have an agenda.
She's on.
No, I'm actually here. So the next thing on the agenda is going to be the treasurer's report.
And that's on. Oh, Jamie's here. Okay.
Yes, I am. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So tonight we're looking at the financials through November 30th of 2021. They currently are showing a budget surplus of approximately 1.3 million, with an estimated 1.1 million surplus at the end of the year. This surplus will predominantly be driven by the appropriated fund balance that we included in our 2021 budget that we did not use, and I don't anticipate we will use in December. That amount was approximately $915,000. So as a reminder, that was the amount that we were appropriating from our unreserved funds for 2021 instead of raising our taxes in 2021. So a little different than previous years in that we're not necessarily adding to the surplus, just that it is remaining static from the prior year. Of that surplus that is anticipated, we have approximately $225,000 that is going to be committed to purchases that we have initiated in 2021, but that we will not complete until 2022. We've talked about these items at some of the more recent board meetings. It includes the water rescue equipment, additional purchases of turnout gear, bailout system, and the VHF radios. As far as budget transfers, we did approve a series of transfers in at the November meeting. Those have been made. And I do anticipate we'll have additional budget transfers to close out the year. And those likely will be recommended at the February meeting. As of right now, we're just waiting for the remainder of the year-end bills to trickle in, and some of those will still be coming in January. Nothing major, but just, good practice to close out the budget like that. I will mention that in the report this evening, I have updated the format of the report of the budget versus actual, and I plan to carry this through in 2022. There's a comment that came up at one of our prior meetings regarding the fact that, we do make budget modifications throughout the year, and it would be helpful to see, when we're looking at the totals, what the original budget was versus how the budget has been modified. So you'll see some additional data included in the report this evening that will show those accounts where we have transferred money, so that you can get a picture of what the original budget was and then where the modifications have been made. So I think it just gives us a little additional information as we take a look. And also, in addition to that, there's also the provision of our current fund balances and where we anticipate being at the end of the year in terms of what portion of our balance would be unassigned. So again, gives you the sort of other side of the picture, in addition to just looking at the budget itself, which is more of an income statement, seeing where the money is and where it is anticipated to be expended. So that is all included in tonight's report. As far as updates, the biggest thing for December is that we did receive the updated medical premiums from NYSHIP. So NYSHIP revises its rates each year. It was quite a big jump this year. The cost of our insurance have gone up 12% for both our individual and family coverages for employees and our non-Medicare primary retirees. So that was a significant increase, definitely bigger than what we've seen in the last couple of years. Interestingly, the premiums did go down in certain categories for our Medicare primary plan members, but for the current employees and our retirees, we did see a 12% increase. So for our retirees that pay a share for their dependent coverage, they are being notified this week of what the premiums will be going into 2022. Additionally, related to our insurance, the Medicare Part B premium, that's an amount that we are required by NYSHIP to reimburse to our retirees each year. So those reimbursements, we make them annually in December. So you'll see those included in our warrant for tonight. The total is approximately $115,000 of reimbursements. And we've also been notified by Medicare and by NYSHIP that the premium amount is increasing from $148.50 a month in 2021 to $170.10 a month in 2022, which again represents almost a 15% increase. So we are, seeing our healthcare costs increase significantly going into 2022. All the notifications are going out to our retirees and our employees this week. And after tonight's meeting, the Medicare Part B premiums will be, the reimbursements will be mailed out to our retirees who are eligible, and that will happen next week. And that's everything I have in my report for this evening.
Thank you, Jamie. Isan?
Hi, yes. So the next item on the agenda is going to be payment of bills.
I don't have that resolution in front of me if anyone wants to read it.
I can read it. The board has been supplied with one set of bills and vouchers and one credit card bill for board approval. Chief Tween has reviewed all prior to the meeting except claims and those specifically marked as reviewed by the treasurer. The treasurer has requested the board approve the following. Warrant 1 on December 16, 2021 for $448,548.44. And a credit card bill on November 18, 2021 for $1,000, totaling $450,008.28.
Does anyone want to make a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Very good. Isan, call the roll.
Commissioner Ranalone,
I have to abstain from that.
Commissioner Keating,
No.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye.
Commissioner Rabin,
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
I didn't read all of the invoices, so I'm gonna have to abstain.
That's 2 abstains, 1 no, and 2 yeses.
It's no
Who
action.
else abstained?
Paul ran alone.
I did.
Oh.
I am affected by that the monies.
Oh, very good. All right. Well, I mean, I got to like page 275 out of 311 pages. I stopped to do an email.
Tom, I had spoken to Paul Sweeney earlier. I'm not sure if he's still on the call, but what we can do then is we can revise the warrant totals for to make an exception for the one reimbursement that would be issued to Commissioner Ranalone as a retiree. And we can try this again and then maybe just include that one in our January warrant.
So Tom, I think what Jamie's saying, the way to do this now would be to have a new motion that could be read excluding whatever item affected Commissioner Ranalone, and then you can take another vote on that. And I assume Commissioner Ranalone would be free to vote on that revised motion.
Yes.
Can we vote
Or
on?
could I just,
separately?
sorry.
Can we vote on them separately?
I think you can vote on them separately. I just thought it'd be more expedient to take one of the bills out.
That's what I mean. And then can't we just vote on that one bill after?
Because I actually saw that bill, so I can vote on it.
Yes. Yes. You
Okay.
can do it that way. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so then what I can do, this is Jamie, so I'll read the resolution, one to exclude it, and then one just for that item.
Correct.
And we can proceed that way. Okay, so the board has been supplied with one set of bills and vouchers and one credit card bill. Chief Tween has reviewed all prior to the meeting except certiorari claims and those specifically marked as reviewed by the treasurer. The treasurer has requested the board approve the following. Warrant 1 dated 12/16/2021 for a revised amount of $446,766.44 and one credit card bill for $1,459.84 for a total of $448,226.28. So $448,226.28. So that's with the
I'll give
item
you-
in question removed.
I will give you a motion for that amended total.
I'll second it.
Isan?
Okay.
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
No.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye.
Commissioner Rabin,
Aye.
Commissioner Roach.
I'm going to abstain from this one. And I can envision this going forward. I just can't go through all those invoices on this Chromebook without getting a migraine. You know, when we meet in person, I go through them in person. That's one thing, but that's my problem. I just want to mention that.
Okay, so
I voted yes.
Okay.
So Chairman, you actually voted, your vote is a yes vote as opposed
No,
to.
I abstained, right. I apologize.
So that's 3 yeses, 1 no, and 1 abstain.
Okay, so now the next motion would be for a request to approve the following, which would be warrant 2, also dated 12/16/2021 in the amount of $1,782.
And I'll make a motion to pay that bill.
I'll second it.
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Ranalone,
Abstain.
Commissioner Keating,
No.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye.
Commissioner Rabin,
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
Aye.
And not that this has to be belabored, but he's saying, remember, the minutes should reflect that there were 3 votes, even the one that was revised.
Yes, I'll definitely look at that and reflect that.
Well, because it's virtual, it's going to be transcribed identically, the whole package, so.
Yes.
Next.
Next item is the chief's report.
Thank you. The Career Fire Academy is tentatively scheduled to graduate on Friday, January 28, 2022. Oh, and I'm shortening my report. My full report is on the website if anybody would like to see it. Recently, the last 2 weeks, the members went through water rescue training with instructor, our new Lieutenant Dominic DiRienzo, utilizing the new water rescue equipment. And the members also participated in live fire training days at the Westchester County Fire Training Center, at which time I was able to use the Motorola accountability system since we haven't had a fire recently. So that worked well. The members, it's definitely going to help with the members' safety. So I think that was a very worthwhile investment for the district. The next item I have, and I want to thank Dominic, Lieutenant DiRienzo. He did an excellent job. I got a lot of good feedback from the membership, and Commissioner Ranalone actually stopped by when we were doing the training. So, you know, he saw that the members will be well prepared for the next storm we get. I contacted the town attorney regarding our request for a lease extension for the historical library. He indicated the town board is willing to extend the lease until August 31st, 2022. The town board will vote on our request in 2 weeks. I asked the board to authorize me to sign the lease extension, which will have all the current terms in the lease with an extended end date. So do you want me to read a resolution now or finish my report and we can do it at the end? I guess I'll continue my report and I could do the resolution at the end. I asked the board to approve the purchase of a Ford F-350 with emergency lighting and sirens as per the Cruisers Division quote dated December 4th, 2021. That was emailed to the board on December 13th, 2021. The vehicle as per New York State contract pricing. The lighting is as per Dutchess County contract pricing, and the labor to install the equipment is as per Westchester County contract pricing. The cost will be $88,169.47. This vehicle will be used as a command car until a replacement can be obtained. It will then become a special operations and / transport vehicle. And finally, I'd just like to, well, 2 things. I'd like to wish everybody a happy, healthy holiday season and a fire safe season. Be careful, water your trees if you have them in your homes. Be careful with candles and cooking for the holidays. And finally, I just want to thank Commissioner Raven for his 5 years of service to the fire district. You've been a wealth of knowledge on our municipal laws and everything that we're supposed to follow. So thank you for your mentorship and, following the correct rules. And I just want to say thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you over the past 5 years.
Thank you, Chief. Same here.
So I have 2 resolutions. The first one will be the lease extension. So I asked somebody to approve a resolution authorizing Fire Chief Brian Tween to sign a lease extension on behalf of the Eastchester Fire District. The lease extension is with the town of Eastchester for the Historical Society Library located at 388 California Road, Bronxville, New York. The terms of the lease remain the same, with an ending date of August 31st, 2022. And that lease was sent over by the town this afternoon and was forwarded to the board. Around
I will make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, I'll call the roll. Sorry, my daughter's awake right now, but I'll call the roll. Commissioner Ranalone. Commissioner Keating. Commissioner Carlo.
Aye.
Commissioner Raven.
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
Aye.
Okay.
Next item on the agenda is, Chief, sorry, go
I
ahead.
have one more resolution I would like the board to consider. A resolution authorizing Fire Chief Brian Tween to purchase on behalf of the district from the Cruisers Division, 420 Mount Pleasant Avenue, Mamaroneck, New York, a 2021 Ford F-350 crew cab pickup truck with utility body at Westchester County contract number RFB-WC-20058 pricing, and additional parts of lights and sirens on Dutchess County contract RFB DCP 99-18 pricing, and installation labor at Westchester County contract pricing for a total of $88,169.47.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Ranalone.
Aye.
Commissioner Keating.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlo.
Aye.
Commissioner Raven.
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
I'm going to abstain. I didn't really get to a good look at that email that the chief had sent.
Okay, that's all I have, Commissioner.
Well, I would like to reiterate what you said. First of all, it was a pleasure working with you, Stu. But also, I'm very proud of the membership that did that water training. We had a disaster in town. It was much worse in the surrounding communities, and our membership recognized that almost immediately. And they went and they searched for equipment and all the proper tools to keep them safe, but to allow them to do any water extrication that might be necessary. And of course, in running water, that's not an easy task. and they did it in freezing weather. That was actually what impressed me the most, is that they could have rescheduled that for any. But you know, they said we're the fire service. We don't get to choose when we get to do our job, so we're going to do it on the day we schedule it. Commissioner Ranalone had viewed it, like you said, and he told me they did an excellent job, and it was well done. And that the new equipment that they purchased was superior to our old wetsuits. And at some point, we might want to start a resolution or something, do a cost analysis and decide whether we want that extra mobility and ability to use our hands and move in the water is worth the additional expense, and replace all the suits going in the future. We are surrounded by 2 rivers.
Yes. And on that note, we also, at the last month's meeting, the board approved me to purchase a boat for up to $35,000. I'm going to be ordering it this week, tomorrow, and it came in around a little bit over $10,000. So that was significantly less than what we appropriated for. So yeah, that boat should be here in a few weeks.
Great job, Chief. Tom, we're surrounded by 2 rivers, and we also have 5 lakes in the district. I've been schooled by the chief on this. So it's and one or two of them are sizable.
Useful in the lakes, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
Anything
Good job
else?
with that, Chief. Stu, great job. Thank you. And we should congratulate the new commissioner-elect. A sizable victory.
Definitely.
Certainly the most votes
In a while, right?
in a long time.
Definitely.
Does the board wish to move on to the next item on the agenda?
Please.
Thank you, Isan.
The next item is 2022 meeting dates. I asked the board to consider the proposed dates for the year 2022. I sent the copy to the board, and I also posted it on our website.
I think we should wait for the commissioner-elect to come in and also be able to make sure those dates are available, are good for him. So I would say I would table it for now. Just my take.
Does the board want to move on to the next item?
Well, it looked like Paul Carwell wanted to say something, but I didn't hear him.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I mean, I know that's fine. We wait for Anthony. I'm sure that he's going to be fine with those dates. My only concern was what works best for Jamie as far as either the second or third Thursday. But I don't foresee an issue with Mr. Laurie on that one. So we can wait if you want.
Is Jamie still on the line, or she's gone?
No, I'm here.
Do you, if you have a preference, please tell the board.
You know, I think the third Thursday, it does allow for more bills to come in. That typically is like that week of the early teens is when a lot of the invoices come in. So, you know, if that's a
It makes sense.
I
We
would
should
say,
do it when
yeah.
it's most efficient.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so
I did revise it. Yes, and I did revise it to reflect the third Thursday per Commissioner Farlow's suggestion. So that is up online and also for the board's review.
Now, are we misleading by leaving it online when we haven't approved it, or is that?
It was just part of the OML document, so
Oh, okay, so
I
it
didn't
had
put
to
it
be
as an
there.
official thing.
Very good. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
The next
we-
item on the agenda. Oh,
I was just going to say the reorg meeting is still going to be January 6th, correct?
that is on there as a proposed date if the board agrees to that.
And what day of the week is that?
Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll have an issue with it.
Okay.
Fine with me.
Okay, next issue then.
For
Thank you,
the-
sir.
Yeah, no problem. The next item on the agenda is transcription software. I asked the board to consider my request for the purchase of transcription software services to essentially take on the number of remote meetings that we've had in this year and for future years for essentially moving forward.
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion prepared. Does the board want me to read it or?
Please.
Motion to approve the purchase of transcription software services for a price not to exceed $20 per month. This software will assist with transcribing remote meetings for Eastchester Fire District.
I'll vote
I'll
yes.
second it.
Okay.
So, this is not a motion that had to have, upon legal,
No, next.
okay, thank you. So do we have the motion made and second?
Paul and myself.
Very
Round
good.
one.
Read
I'll
the
call the
call.
roll.
Roll.
Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating, Commissioner Keating,
He's muted.
Brian, you're muted. We can't hear your vote.
I know I couldn't move my cursor. I'm sorry, buddy. Aye. Sorry about that.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye.
Commissioner Raven,
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
Aye.
The next item on the agenda is for the website redesign. I asked the board to consider my request for approval of the purchase of a website design service package with Civic Plus. Per our discussions in executive session, I do have a prepared motion if the board wishes for me to read it with the addition for what legal counsel advised.
Yes.
Sure.
Motion to approve the purchase of a website design service package with Civic Plus LLC through their Civic Plus Advantage billing arrangement over the first 3 years with a one-time implementation fee of $9,400 divided by 3 years equaling to $3,134 per year, and an annual recurring hosting security fee of $4,500, adding on a 5% tech fee for years 2 and 3. Civic Plus LLC will redesign the Eastchester Fire District website. This is pending legal counsel approval.
I'll give you a motion.
I have a question if I could. The, what we just approved was to have the website itself. This, company is going to then develop it for us?
Correct. There's various stages that the company proposed, and I can resend the board the proposal package of how that will work out. What they'll do is they'll have several stages where they'll show our old website in comparison to new website designs. And it takes about 4 to 6 months for the processing of these designs, and with input from the board or whoever they select to manage that process. So yes, it's essentially to take our website and redesign it and provide the board a few options for consideration.
Do we need to put a point person in the resolution? Or is that just something that once we approve it, we can appoint you to be the person to coordinate the design?
Tom,
I
Chairman,
did not come.
yeah, Chairman, I don't think you need to appoint a point person in your resolution. And I thought that this package also include an ADA compliant capacity, which I think is important to the district.
Thank you.
It does, yes.
So then, call the roll. We have a motion and it's been seconded.
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
Aye.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye.
Commissioner Raven,
Yes.
Commissioner Roach.
Aye.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you, Isan. Is that the end of
Oh, sorry. So the next item on the agenda is local 916 comments.
Yes, Commissioner, I would just like to thank Commissioner Raven for his years of service to the district. He did well by the district. He got a lot accomplished. He's always fair to the union, and I wish him well in his future endeavors.
Thank you, Stephen.
Public comments are next.
Yeah, this is Jeff Zuckerman. I'm wondering if you can hear me and I can be recognized.
Yep, we can hear
I
you.
heard you.
Okay, this is Jeff Zuckerman. I live in Tuckahoe, a proud member of the town of Eastchester. I also want to wish Stu Rabin the best and thank him for 5 years of service. Pretty amazing to do that. I know the pay is so great, and that's probably what kept you around. But thank you, Stu. Very, very excellent job. I want to take a minute and address something that occurred this week in conjunction with this kind of a crushing defeat for somebody I supported, Jesse Slater, and good luck to Anthony Laurie. There was a horrible, childish, so obviously silly, anonymous letter that appeared, was sent to various elected officials, some other people. I did not receive a copy of it. I think it's just a rumor. Somebody told me some of the firefighters received it. I don't know if that's true. Maybe Steve wants to jump in and tell me if that's true. But anyway, it was received by a bunch of people. So I want to let everyone listening know. I want all the commissioners to know. I want Steve Ranalone to know. I want you to know exactly how it was handled by the other side, because you won't hear this from anyone else. This is the God's honest truth. And if anything I'm saying is a lie, may I be struck down dead right here, sitting at my phone, and my children and my grandchildren. So everything I'm about to say is 100% true. We received that letter, some of our people. We all got on a text, 10 or 15 of us, and said, what's going on? What is this letter? What is going on? How do we verify whatever this is? So what we decided to do was to call Anthony Laurie. We called him up. We didn't fly off the handle. We called him up. We said, Anthony, is this true? He said, I have no idea what you're talking about. So we believed him. We shut anything down. We let every single person we knew say, don't you dare send this to anybody. We have no idea. It's clearly a fake. I mean, we saw it. There was no signature. None of the envelopes that went to people had a return address. There were 100 problems with it. Any intelligent person knew that wasn't written by Anthony Laurie. And we picked up the phone and confirmed it immediately. That's how we handled it. Okay. Now, I go on Facebook and I will mention real briefly, the town council person, Sheila Marcotte, wrote, I've never seen them. Never seen them. No, wait, I have seen them do a lot of things, and anonymous letters has always been their style, but this is one of the lowest things I have ever seen. Please go out tomorrow and support Anthony Laurie. Okay, so we have one of the people in the town council saying, they did this. They did this. Now you got to go root for the other guy. But now, I'm almost done. Then I read on that same string, that same Facebook string, I read Paul Carlo. These lowlife liberals will stop at nothing until they get what they want. It's disgusting that they see nothing wrong with any of this. So we have two people. We have a fire commissioner and we have a town council person who, unlike what we did, we picked up the phone, we called the other candidate. We said, Anthony, did you write this? He said no. So we did nothing with it. But here we have bald-faced lies. Now I call them lies. I call them lies because neither Sheila Marcotte nor Paul Carlo has a shred of evidence that who wrote this or who disseminated it. Not a shred. Not one shred, Paul Carlo. And I'm telling you what I'm going to do. And anyone listening to this, I hope this is played all over. I have a bag of cash here, $5,000, Paul Carlo. $5,000. You prove to me which one of those stupid liberals, whatever you wrote, You prove to me who wrote it, who sent it, and I will give you the $5,000. I'll say it one more time. $5,000 to Sheila Marca, Paul Carlo, or anyone else. And Steve Ranalone, I hope you're listening to this. We had nothing to do with this, and I've got $5,000 to put my money where my mouth is. Just show me you did it. Prove it. You can't run around and say you liberal, the other side. They're so terrible. We didn't do it.
Just because you say
I'm almost done.
Right.
I am almost done. I'll finish. I'll let you know when I'm finished. I'm almost done. You know, I want to tell you something. I'm a big believer in history. Adolf Hitler in the 1920s, in his book Mein Kampf, which was the manifesto for Nazism, he wrote, in the primitive simplicity of people's minds, they more readily fall victims to a big lie than a small lie, since they themselves often tell small lies in little matters. But they'd be ashamed to resort to large-scale falsehoods. It would never come into their heads to fabricate colossal untruths, and they would not believe that others could have the impudence to actually distort the truth so infamously. And even though the facts which prove this to be so may be brought clearly to their minds, they will still doubt and waver and will continue to think that there may be some other explanation. So, here's the little doubt that I'm throwing in. The doubt is, I've got $5,000 for you, Paul Carlo. I've got $5,000. All you got to do is prove to me who wrote this letter and who disseminated it. It wasn't anyone I know or who would even think of writing such a piece of trash.
So that means that you didn't do it? That's good enough for us?
Is what?
That's so just because you say you didn't do it or no one on your side did it, that's okay? That we're supposed to believe that?
Okay. I just can't believe this.
Jeff,
Did we go out and say that? Did we go out and say that anyone else did it? No. We didn't do that.
Okay, fine.
We just put it in the drawer. We did nothing with it. But now people are accusing other people of doing it.
What would you do?
Did anyone here, anybody on this other team, accuse someone of writing it?
I just said liberals. Are you a liberal?
Hitler went on to say, never leave room for alternatives. Never. Concentrate on one enemy at a time and blame him for everything that goes wrong.
As an elected official and a commission that's supposed to be bipartisan, you shouldn't have commented on it. That's what you should have done.
But with no proof. That's the problem.
We need people that want to speak.
Okay, because the person who wrote that, the person who wrote that won. It was a reverse psychology effort,
Sure.
And that's exactly what they did.
You have to identify yourself. You're not allowed to come in.
This is Jerry Napolitano, 11 Bronson.
That was Jerry Napolitano doing this.
Okay, I'm going to sign off. I am not accusing anyone of anything. All I'm saying is to put in writing these low-life liberals will stop at nothing. How the hell do you know anybody wrote it who's a low-life liberal? You don't have any idea who wrote it. You're an elected official. To put something like that up on a Facebook page is so incredibly irresponsible and disingenuous. Unbelievable. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Zuckerman, can you stand for 1 second? This is Stephen Ranalone talking.
Yes,
I
Steve.
stay off of social media. I stay off from social media just for these reasons. I have to admit, Ms. Slater did a very class move during the election. She did post a letter from her denouncing the letter. So it was a very classy move, and I actually texted her after the election, congratulating her on her campaign and telling her to stay active. So she did the right thing. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. She really is a guy. And everything I said is true of the way we handled it. As a group, 10 or 15 of us on a text trying to figure out what to do with this thing. And it was actually, you know, an elected official who called Anthony and said, Anthony, tell us the truth. He said, it's definitely not me. So that's it. So we put it away. We didn't go on Facebook just making things up. All right. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas. But I'm sorry I went off. This is just like so unconscionable in America to think that anybody can just post anything they want. Sorry, guys.
Any other public comments?
Next item is commissioner's comments.
I just want to say to Stu again, I'll reiterate what everybody else is saying. Thank you for your years of service to the fire district and the residents of the town of Eastchester. And good luck in your future endeavors in Portchester, Stu.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, I agree, Stu. Super helpful for a rookie like me coming on. Thank you very much. You're a mensch. So that's all I can say.
Brian.
And let's congratulate Mr. Laurie, who ran a very strengthful campaign. He probably got more votes than any single commissioner. I'm not 100% sure about that, but he did get a lot of votes.
I am pretty sure. Pretty sure you're right.
1,456.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the runner-up actually had a lot of votes, more votes than I had when I won.
Right, many people. And let's hope that interest stays, that we do get 2,000 people, 3,000 people coming out to vote at fire district elections. And still, I can only say, enjoy your third Thursday of the month.
Listen, guys, it's been truly an amazing 5 years with a lot of ups and downs. And I do think that over the last 5 years, we were able to get some good work done. And I appreciate everybody. It doesn't mean that we always have to agree, but at least we're all trying to strive towards the right end, which is making the district better than how we found it. I wish everyone the best of luck. The chief, Jamie, our newest addition, Isang, the board members, of course, Mr. Laurie coming back. I won't be too far away, but I do plan to have a good amount of space placed between me and the fire district for a little bit. And I think it's healthy as I move on and all you guys continue on with our work. Good luck with Chester Heights. I'm hoping to see and hear that floor is brand new very soon. And with everything else that you guys have on deck for the other firehouses and the paid men, thank you to the people of Eastchester for putting me here, along with the villages of Bronxville and Tuckahoe 5 years ago. I hope that people also agree that the district is better now than it was 5 years, and hopefully next year it'll be better than it is this year, and so on. So thanks again. My best to all the firefighters and their families. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, have a Happy New Year. Hanukkah was great, and thanks again, everybody, for being there. So I appreciate it.
You too, Stu. Thank you.
Thank you, Stu.
Good luck, Stu.
Thank you.
You know, and just to
And
recap,
Paul Sweeney, I totally forgot. Paul Sweeney. Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations, and thanks for your service to the board.
Thank you for your counsel.
It's excellent counsel.
just think 50,000 a month. You got 3-4 brand new rigs, and we got down to 20,000 a month. All right, anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
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 Good night, everyone. Thank you all.
Goodbye.
Night.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Stu.
Thank you.
Bye, Stu.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to stop recording. Have a good night, everybody.
You too, Brian.